Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Destiny. I'm Death from Above. It's Wednesday, which means it's Armsday in the tower. Banshee-44 he's got some options for us. So what I like to do on Armsday is talk about Banshee's inventory, look at the different foundry orders he has brought for you to look at and to make choices from. Then we'll talk about next week's foundry orders. We'll talk about the field test weapons somewhere in there, which I guess we'll go ahead and talk about them right now. So I do have all 5 of the packages available this week. And I have a bonus package, that Zarinaeas-D that I've been holding on to for a while. It's still hanging out, still hoping and wishing and praying. And just thinking about it. Hopefully I'll get it. But the field test weapons this week are the Hakke Test-A. Use against Cabal, do it on Mars. Hakke Test-A hand cannon, crucible kills. I hate this gun. Just hate it. Armsday Test HC1. Make precision shots. You can do that literally anywhere. You can do these two in the same place. Hakke Test-A used against Cabal Centurions. You can only do this in the Scablands, I believe. Or it's the most likely place. Go to Mars, either the Scablands or the Buried City. About the only 2 spots you're going to get that done. And then the Armsday Test ARI-41 using Crucible. It was not as difficult as the hand cannon, but the hand cannon with the small mag is just so hard to get Crucible kills. You end up getting the kill with the grenade or the punch or the secondary that you have to switch to because you can't reload this gun fast enough. But anyway, you can tell I've used it a couple times and been frustrated by it a little bit. So those are the field test weapons. 2 Crucibles and 3 PvEs that you can do on Mars pretty much. But let's get into some foundry orders because those field test weapons, I haven't done them in a couple weeks. I probably should, but I just haven't. So, first package of the week, the Hakke Zarinaea-D auto rifle, mid-impact, mid-rate of fire auto rifle. I do have one already that I'm not a huge fan of. Let's see. I do have a version of these all. If you want to check those out, I'll put a link in the description to the Armsday preview video that I do. But I've got this one with braced frame, rangefinder, and crowd control. Kind of talents at odds with each other because you'll lose the mag size, but you got crowd control, and then rangefinder's okay. So we're going to see if we can't find something better. Counterbalance is always good. So I like it when I see that. Surrounded, this weapon gains bonus damage when 3 or more enemies are in close proximity. Counterbalance, single point sling, fitted stock, and small bore. I don't like anything that reduces the mag size on this. Fitted stock is okay. Counterbalance fitted stock would be pretty cool, but surrounded I think is kind of a waste. Not a huge fan of that one. Next up we have crowd control, feeding frenzy, snapshot, speed reload, and rifled barrel. I like it. Good PvE option right here. Very good PvE option. Stability is going to be a little bit questionable, but it's a mid-rate of fire auto rifle, so you might be all right. PvP would be it would be capable, but not preferable. So we got Army 1, rangefinder, snapshot, fitted stock, and rifled barrel again. So depending on what you're going for, this may be a better PvP role if you like that sort of thing. The problem I do have with this gun is the stability. It's a little unstable. So I'm going to go ahead and say for PvE, this is your best option. For PvP, this one is your best option. But none of them are amazing. None of them are that god roll that I'm really excited about. But I'm going to go ahead and pick up the second one. That's the one I think is the best of the week. And I'm going to go ahead and delete that old one I got because I just don't think it's any good. That one, no, that one is no good. It's no good. We should get rid of you. Next up, we have the Jingukogo-D. So I have a strongbow and a Jingukogo, both with final round feeding frenzy rifled barrel. Great shotguns. Not that special, but they're pretty great. So we're going to go with something different on this one. Jingukogo with crowd control, spray and play. I'm liking it. Lightweight, perfect balance, hand laid stock. No, you really just need range on this gun. Stability is inconsequential. Lightweight's kind of cool. Let's see. If you want a god roll, go with that final round feeding frenzy rifle barrel. Just hold on to it until you get it. The funny thing is, I thought the Jingukogo was a higher impact version than the strongbow D. No, they're the same. At least the stats read the same. They may be actually different, but the stats read the same. Hot swap, last resort, lightweight, hand loaded, oiled frame. I don't like last resort on any of my guns because I'm not in that situation very often, if ever. Then we got close and or personal, hot swap, lightweight, fitted stock, and oiled frame. No real good options this week for that one, so I'd recommend holding on to it. I'm going to go ahead and pick one up since I already have a god roll. I'm going to grab this one with the crowd control and the spray and play. That's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. I don't mind it. We're going to switch on over to my T-Tone. Actually, we'll go to my Hunter. We'll do the Zarinaeas-D bonus weapon. We'll take a look at it. and have a little fun with that one. Maybe we'll get that head seeker perfect balance, or that head seeker counterbalance. Could be perfect balance. Head seeker counterbalance, perfect balance, or hand laid stock, or brace frame. I don't know that you can get. I don't think you get brace frame on it. I don't think that's an option as far as talents go. But really looking for something with max stability and head seeker. I think since it's a high impact, low rate of fire pulse rifle, that's a combination that you're going to be very, very happy with. So I'm going to pull over my old liability while we load in and show you why I'm so interested in this gun. So it doesn't get near max stability with pretty much the max stability you can get, but it gets close, and it makes it very, very vertical and very, very stable. Glass half full just doesn't pack enough punch, and head seeker would do you a little bit better because it is a 4-round burst. So if you can focus like mid to upper chest and then let the burst pull you up, you'll be doing a whole lot of damage. Just get the first body shot and then the 3 follow-up shots as headshots. I'm thinking that's a deadly combination. If it's not, I'll just have a little bit better of a version than the one I already had. So either way, I'm a little bit excited, but it's probably not a roll that's going to happen too often. So it would be a gun that I would take into Iron Banner and use just to be different, because it would be fun. So that's the roll I've been waiting on. Basically, I'm just trying to re-roll this version. This is the new version of re-rolling. It takes weeks at a time, but you get 3 new re-rolls every week, and you don't have to pay the gunsmith anything other than glimmer. So he's a rich SOB, but he's got all my money basically. If you're ever looking for a good glimmer farm, so I like what Bungie did with Archon's Forge. They said, hey, they want to farm stuff, let's give them a way to do that. So Archon's Forge is the perfect glimmer farm. Equip you a ghost that gives you glimmer for killing fallen, and just go to town. Just go to town in Archon's Forge. I've never had trouble matching up with people. You got to slow walk in there, but it's been a pretty easy system now, just a glimmer farm in Archon's Forge. So what do we got? We got Feeding Frenzy, glass half full, spray and play surrounded, and head seeker Feeding Frenzy. So we'll take a look at them, but I'm not seeing what I want. Injection mold is not enough stability. You need counterbalance and hand laid stock, from my experience. So we got injection mold again. They love throwing injection mold at you on this one. It's not good enough. We do have a head seeker version right here with Feeding Frenzy and injection mold. No, that's not what I'm looking for. So I'm being stingy on this one. I'm going to hold on to it. It's a gun that I've had since the beginning of Taken King, and I've been very partial to it. It was one I got very early on, and I really liked it because of the 4 burst. It was different. It was one of the new foundry orders. It was just exciting. So I've held on to that one for a long time. I've gotten different versions as I've gone and gotten a little bit better versions as I've gone, but that's been one that I've always liked and I've always wanted to be good. So maybe in another balance patch one day, it'll be real good. But we'll see. We're going to hold on to that one. You'll see that one every week from now on until I get that roll that I want. If I never get it and Destiny 2 comes out, that's fine with me. I'll hold on to it till then. But you guys got any guns like that? A gun you're waiting for that perfect roll? You're just holding on to that package. Don't hold to that package too tight. You want good circulation, but holding on to it a little tight. Okay, so we got the Tamar-D, the ARI-41, and the PDX-41. I really like the PDX-41, but if there's not a great roll, I'm going to hold on to it till next week, because I've got a decent one. Actually, I think it's a pretty garbage one, actually. Well, it's got high caliber rounds, take a knee, and snapshot with hand laid stock, and what is this last talent? Feather mag. Not a huge fan on either of those, but they are what they are. And then we got, let's see, the ARI-41. Good mid-impact, mid-rate of fire auto rifle. I've got one that has perfect balance, single point sling persistence, so some stability on that one. And then the last up, the Tamar-D, which is the better of the 2 Hakke sniper rifles, but it is that Defiance of Yasmin archetype, mid-impact, mid-rate of fire on the Tamar-D. You're a Tamar-D. Okay, I don't know why I said that in Scottish, Irish, whatever accent that was. It can go away. So, first up, ARI-41. That's some interesting situations here. So, ooh, I saw a rifled barrel. Perfect balance, oiled frame, lightweight, rodeo with rifled barrel. Get some good range out of that one. It's pretty decent stability. Let's look at the scopes, because I'm always interested in what scopes they have. 26-41. I like the 28 and the 57. But on the auto rifle, the pop-up scope is probably your best option because it's the quickest. High caliber, hand laid stock, single point sling, focus fire. Really? With the 28. That's an interesting gun right there. Max stability, high caliber rounds, and focused fire. You're gonna lose. Ooh, you're gonna have no range, none. So that's an up close and personal gun. I don't know that I'm a big fan of that. Fitted stock, oiled frame, rifle barrel, speed reload, and feeding frenzy. A quick reload, a little bit of stability. The sights that I like. I'm gonna go ahead and say this third one. It's a mild version. It's not anything amazing, but it's probably the best one. Good reload, good range, good stability. Yeah, grab that third one. That's a good middle of the road gun. This one if you're wanting to get crazy with it. And then this would pass. So, is that one for sale next week? Let's see. It is. It is. I think I'm going to hold on to it till next week, actually. Saving that glimmer, you know. So I think all three of these guns, PDX, ARI, and the Tamar, are all for sale next week. So my Titan already has the guns that are available for next week. That's interesting. So the next one we're going to look at is the PDX-41. So unless I see something amazing, which I don't, I'm not a big fan of hip fire on this gun. Fitted stock, oiled frame, injection mold, snapshot. Not a big fan. Next up we have Take a Knee again, or Private Eye. No. Hammer forged casket mag, hand laid stock, snapshot. That's not bad. Good stability, good range. Take a Knee is going to give you better optics if you use it. Snapshot, if you so choose. The 28 sight, that's a good one. It's a pretty solid one right there. Get out of here. Well, the wrong button press was that. Hip fire. So we got another hip fire. High caliber rounds, oiled frame, rifled barrel, snapshot. That's pretty good. I wish this was counterbalance. I wish it was. But that's an interesting combination. High caliber rounds, rifled barrel. That's a very good PvP option right there. Lots of range. The good 28 sight, projection sight. So I don't know. Hip fire is something you definitely use on this gun. I use hip fire on my primaries a lot when it's one of these pulse rifles. So that could be a very, very good version. So check that one out. If you want a good version for PvP, that's probably a good one right there. And then yeah, the third one. That's the one I would pick. And finally, the Tamar-D. Give me some of that Tamar-D. So we have unflinching, partial refund, explosive round, snapshot, brace frame. That's decent. I prefer a lot of rounds, so anything that increases mag size on these sniper rifles is what I usually end up going for. But it's not a must-have. Surplus, partial refund, perfect round, snapshot, blah 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 blah. That one's terrible. That one is terrible. Great Jesus, I see you there in the stream. How you doing? So next up, counterbalance, performance bonus, high caliber round, snapshot, and injection mold. Yes. Yes to this one. Performance bonus is good. Counterbalance will keep you on track. Injection mold. I think that's a pretty good gun right there. I'm going to take a look at mine and see what options I have and see if I want to replace it, because that's a nice roll. Now, if I can just locate it in Destiny Item Manager, which is not an easy task. Okay, I've got a 400 light Tamar with unflinching performance bonus, perfect balance, snapshot, and if that's injection mold, it is injection mold. Okay, so we're good on that. I've got one with the exact same rolls, but it's got unflinching instead of counterbalance, so I'm going to keep that. But this is the best roll for this gun for this week. So pick this one up if you're going to grab one. That's a solid sniper rifle right there. So anyway, guys, that's the Foundry orders for this week. Let me know about those three if you see anything that I didn't see and you think I need to get, because those were pretty good, but nothing amazing. Next week, so we've already looked at three of them just now, the ARI-41, the PDX-41, the Tamar-D. The other two are the Thesson FR4 Fusion Rifle and the JLB-47 Rocket Launcher. The Fusion Rifle, I think, is a must-get. Get yourself rangefinder and hot swap on that sucker, and some good, maybe rifled barrel. You don't need a lot of stability. It's got good stability already. The Thesson. Let me just show you since I've got it on my character. We've got a Thesson with a rangefinder, replenish, and braced frame, max stability with rangefinder. Accelerated coils is cool. Replenish, but you want max stability and max range. Really, you can go for range on this one because it has such good stability already. But if you want something cool, get you some range on that sucker and have fun vooping people. And then the JLB-47 is that good rocket launcher from Suros. So it's really, really cool. First pick will definitely be the Thesson, then the PDX-41, then the ARI, then the Tamar, and then I guess last would be the JLB, depending on your rocket launcher needs. So that's Armsday. That's what I got for you, fellas. So let me know what you think. Which ones are you picking up? Which ones do you like? And which ones would you like a little bit more detail? Like I said, I do the Armsday preview video. If you want to check that out, it's in the description. If you ever want to be in the video or on the stream or watch me do it live, I usually record live on stream on Twitch early in the morning. So check out the Twitter and the YouTube, because I'll put a little video that says, hey, I'm live, so come by and hang out. So that's what I like to do. But anyway, guys, I'm Death from Above. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. And until next time, I'm Death from Above, and I'll see you later. See ya, bye! Alright, enough of that.